Hi, I'm Josh, and I live daily with generalized anxiety disorder and ADHD. Since I was 12 years old, I've struggled with anxiety and depression. And last year, when I was diagnosed through CAPS, I had been in therapy for 5 months, and I finally decided that I needed to take the next step. So when I reached out for help, I hadn't slept in 3 days, and I couldn't stop worrying about what my next day was going to hold. The point that I was most uncomfortable with, though, was I had started medication, and as some of you might know, and some of you maybe are a little bit wary of starting medication if you need to. When the medication starts working, it kind of turns your brain upside down. It made me really uncomfortable, but at the same time, I know from personal experience that after you let the process work with, it's the same thing about therapy, change really does occur. Even if you feel uncomfortable at one point when you're starting this process, the benefits way outweigh any kind of side effects that you're going to experience. I started seeing a therapist, and they were totally awesome, and they gave me a ton of direction, and we tried to work through some of the feelings that I had felt for 8 or 9 years. And I can honestly say that therapy does help. Not everybody needs medication, but in my case, it's helped. After joining clubs and talking to professors and working with professionals here, I have this awesome new outlook on life, and I have a new path that I can go down, and it's something that I'm truly excited about, and I never thought that I would get there, and I can credit my mental health with getting me there to begin with. I think the biggest message about mental health that I stand for is your words matter. Hearing things like that's so OCD or I have ADHD when you obviously don't have ADHD or if you haven't been formally diagnosed, those matter when you are someone who struggles with those kinds of disorders. If something doesn't feel right, share it with someone, because more than likely they can give you some kind of direction. You don't have to struggle alone. I've struggled alone. Millions of people struggle alone every day, and there's just no need to anymore, because things are changing and there's a new future for people like you and me.